Guys, I'm pissed. I'm pissed at this Phoenix art community. Really, the music scene's really the only people that have kind of stood up and tried to speak out against sexual harassment and assault. I don't quite understand why. I don't understand. Actually, I do, and I wish I didn't understand that most of this Phoenix art community isn't speaking up. They're not standing their ground. They're not saying an opinion. They're fucking mediating. Why? Financial reasons? That's the only thing I can come up with because we live in a world full of fucking capitalists. I'm not a part of the Phoenix art community. Never was. Never got the opportunity to be. And people want to be like, Shaylin, why do you feel like you need to say something? Why do you need to have an opinion? Because the one time we all know I wrote a book. I made this book. I wrote a book. I put it together. Took this book and went to... Honestly, I looked up everywhere. I was told about Lawn Gnome by somebody. And it was the only place out of all the places that I could find that would allow me to physically walk in and not have to email something. That sold me immediately. I am not a computer guy. That shit, no. I don't want to email. No, please don't make me email. So it felt perfect. Then I get there, and Aaron Johnson, the owner, says, "Oh, wow, I love your book. This is why I got into publishing in the first place. This would be great, but, always fucking but." So we kept having business meetings. I got complimented for allowing these business meetings to be the first business meetings he was allowed to smoke cigarettes at. I eat cigarettes every day. So whatever, I don't care. But also, I've never had a business anything in my entire life. We all know that. And I never really sell the stuff I make, which is why I feel like I have a place to say something, because this is the first time in my life that I made something and this man fucking sold me a dream. Sold me my dream. I could keep the rights to my book. And he has one of his books on the New York Times bestseller list right now. And blah, we'll get you the best following, and I'll give you press releases and whatever, blah, 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 blah. None of that happened. So by our third business meeting, and also, I don't date. Don't go on dates. So he got this book, this piece of me. Literally, it's all of me. All of someone I used to be. Read it, didn't read it. Or he would have known that his next actions were no way to get me to do anything that he wanted. I don't listen to people. I do what I want. We all know that. So now he's got me coming to these business meetings, and then I go to the open mic, and I fall in love with open mics. I love people's poems, and I love listening to live music, and I love the comedy. I love the comedians. And then I made friends there, and that became like a safe space for me. I'm a 30-year-old woman. And so over the period of a month, our business meetings turned into more, and he kept stroking my fucking ego on this fucking book that I wrote, which made me feel good. But also, I knew the game you were playing, so I tried to play the game back. Right. Then, I can't play the game. I don't like playing your guys' games. I don't play the game. So it turned into fighting and trying to remind him that I came here for a business reason, that I have a vision. This is what I want. I understand what he wants, but that's not what I'm doing here. Whatever. He had me start writing zines to build a following or whatever, because nobody knows me. Yeah, nobody here, nobody knows me, especially in the art community. So I start writing these zines, and during the arguments, I paid him money to take my zines off the wall. If you see She Rants being sold inside of Lawn Gnome Publishing or Cricket Publishing or whatever he fucking changed his name to, please let me know. Please let me know. But he never even read those. So, needless to say, he brings me all my stuff, takes it off the shelf. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I said, hey, I'm going to come pick my books up. He said, you're not allowed to just waltz in here whenever you want. Excuse me. I have $800 worth of books in your store. I can come get them. So he piled, whatever, him, that's, whatever. They come drop it off at my house. The fuck, get out of my apartment. And then, so whatever, still trying, he's still like texting, oh, you know, I would still love to do that. I would love to do that with you. I paid you, which didn't make very much sense. So I promised part of his family that I would go to breakfast with them. So him and said family member come get me and take me to eat breakfast. Meanwhile, I had a terrible headache. So he had a bad attitude all breakfast because I have a bad attitude. And me and the other part of his family are having a great time, laughing. They're excited. And then he's getting pissed off at her, them, and has to take a phone call. Now the phone call's hung up. It was an interesting phone call. And he told me that one of his past employees, who at the time I know was 17 years old. How do I know this? Because she had her 18th birthday party there. So he's saying that he was talking to that employee's father. He was threatening to sue him. Something about not paying, but now he has the money and he wouldn't accept Venmo or whatever. And it didn't sit well. I mean, that breakfast was the last time I had any contact with this place, in any friendship capacity. So a few weeks pass, and I reach out to said employee. Recently turned 18, and I just said, hey, is your old boss a creep? And which I get the reply, are you talking about Lawn Gnome or Michael's? Lawn Gnome. And then I just get the response, have you not Googled him? So I Googled. And he works for Google, so it's hard to find all of his stuff. He switches last names, such as he did his business. So it took me a while to find stuff, and I found things from 6 years ago. I got to know this 18-year-old female pretty well. And eventually she trusted enough to share screenshots of between her Instagram account and Lawn Gnome Publishing Instagram's account, which is probably why he's changing his name. And they were just whoa, and you're not paying her, and then there's more employees coming out that you're not paying, that you're having watch gay porn with, or weird gay porn movies with naked men, and they're women, and like, this is not, you're at work, this is not, and I was brought into some art thing meeting, and this was talked about, and nothing's happened. This art community hasn't stood up for these victims by any means necessary. I'm not sure why. I'm very, very just upset about it. This business shut down for a few months. Just opened, changing his name. All of the flyers we posted, he walks around all night pulling them down, and I know it was all night because I taped those on there. Really good. And, you know, like, I'm pissed because there's a whole community, and I don't know why things get slipped over. I don't know why things get dismissed and not spoken about. And as a fucking woman, it is my place to say something. As an adult woman, it's my place to say something. As somebody who knows what it feels like to be sexually assaulted, I know that it's my place to say something. I've been 18, I've been 17, I've been 16 years old. I've also been abused by men. Some of these women have been abused by him, and there are court documents and statements. I've been stalked. Some of these women have been stalked. People in my life have been stalked. So why is it not my place to say something? Because it makes you uncomfortable? I'm sorry that you're fucking uncomfortable. What about that 17-year-old girl that had to go to work every day and bite her fucking tongue because she's waiting for a fucking paycheck? But you're uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable. What, a piece of paper? A fucking QR code? You're uncomfortable to say anything on your fucking Instagram account? To stand up and say anything for these young women, or all women, who get victimized and terrorized, and this is why that shit keeps going on. Because you're all scared. No. It's freaking heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, and I'm totally pissed about it. I'm pissed. This is a 12-minute video.